Hey Misty, I'm really faced with a dilemma. I really want to do drag. However, I also want to be a muscle bear or a chub. How do I go about facing this dilemma since I'm sure people don't want to see a muscular drag queen? Being a drag queen and a muscle bear is both something that I want to do. Vivian Moon. Actually, this is a dilemma that I've also faced. Not the chub part, I'm already a chub. But I did want to be a muscle bear or a drag queen when I first started, and I was really, thinking about starting. Like, I did drag every Halloween for 3 years, and in the time, actually right after I started drag in 2003, was a time when it was like my career wasn't taking off, I wasn't getting paid. It was just really hard. And in that time I was like, I need to stop dragging and start doing steroids. Because, I don't know, I was having a little crisis. And I understand that. But yes, I definitely think you need to choose one or the other. Although chubby's completely different. I don't know why you said muscle bear chub. You could be chubby and do drag. But a muscle bear, the whole bear thing is body hair. And you could easily get away with that as long as you don't have facial hair. Meaning, you could wear long sleeve gowns or long sleeve sweaters or shirts or blouses that cover your arms. And your back and your legs, whatever. It's very easy to do. In fact, one of my daughters, Rebecca Glasscock, for a couple years wore, well, she still doesn't shave her legs, she only wears hip pads and pantyhose, but she wore like a pantyhose shirt that covered her entire arms, so she didn't have to shave her arms or her armpits or anything. And she would wear skimpy things with that. But now she's shaving her arms again. So I don't know if it worked or not. But you could be a bear and do drag. The muscle part is tricky. But I know muscle queens that do drag too. I guess it depends on. I know muscle queens that do drag too. So I guess it all boils down to the fact, do you want to be really, really crazy successful? If you want to be crazy successful as a drag queen, I would not be muscular. Just because it's really going to limit your wardrobe. And if you really want to be a famous muscle bear, I would only do drag for Halloween and white party and gay pride and things like that. But I don't think you could be both a famous muscle bear and a famous drag queen. But I know lots of bears that do drag. Like at white parties and gay pride, and there's a doctor at the AHF pharmacy that is gorgeous and a big muscle bear, and he did drag for an AIDS benefit and hired me to do his makeup, and he was so detailed, like into his jewelry and his costume and which wig, and it was fun to watch. But he's not a career drag queen. He just did it for fun. So I think, yeah, you can't have the best of both worlds, but you can have a taste of both worlds. It all boiled down to this for me. Why did I want to be a steroid guy? And I wouldn't say a muscle bear, but I guess my body is big, so I would be a bear. But it all boiled down to me. Why would I choose that? And it was because I was insecure, and it was because I wanted attention. And then I realized those are stupid reasons. So I chose the drag. But I also do drag because I was insecure and it got attention. Because putting on a wig and makeup made me get attention too. I guess maybe it was easier than doing steroids and going to the gym. I don't know. But Vivian, follow your heart is the bottom line. If you really, really want to be a hot muscular guy or a chubby or a bear or all the above, do it. And if you really, really, really want to do drag, it's a very hard and tough road to go down. But if you don't give up and if you have the drive and you have the determination, you're going to make it. Loving you is easy.